Yo, what's up fellas, how you doing? It's your boy Al, of course, as you know. Right down here in the train layout today, which is kind of a rarity for doing videos in the last, about the last year or so. But anyway, I'm down here in the train layout. Today I'm going to be doing, well, actually I'm not going to be doing it. I have a special guest here, so I'm going to go ahead and leave him to explain what's going to go on, what's he going to do, and show you on a how-to video. So if you'd like to come on over and explain who you are and tell him what you're going to be working on and how to do it, alright? Be cool? Alright, so your boy Al's going to be out for a little while. Check out my new fella here. He's a good looking dude here, alright? Check him out. Peace out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Mayo, for having me here today. I would like to start off, first of all, by introducing myself. My name is Reverend Trustanaeger. Now what you can do here is you can follow the steps I'm going to do to show you exactly how to lay Flextrack. By laying Flextrack, it takes a little bit of skill with curves, and we're also going to start with doing some soldering. Some of the instruments you're going to need to solder. It's going to be a good soldering iron. This right here is a 35 to 45 watt. You want it to be nice and hot. Very hot will give you a smooth solder. Other things you're going to need, of course, is electrical soldering. This is electrical soldering. And what this here is it melts at a lower rate than regular soldering iron. Regular soldering. I'm also going to be installing a turnout right here. This is a curved turnout by Pecco. You're going to need a couple other tools, just a little thing here to clean the track and things like that. And one most of all is going to be to cut the track, which is a Dremel blade. So we're going to do that. When I lay track, I like to do it pretty fast. I don't know how Mr. Mayo does it here, but I like to do it pretty fast. So by doing it pretty fast, I like to use a hot glue gun. This right here is going to provide me with instant adhesion. So therefore, by me doing this, I can lay track and run a train. I can lay track and run a train. I can lay track and run a train. So that's very important. Right now what I have here is a section of track that has been partially removed. And I'm going to clean up this section here of the track and get that cleaned up. And then direct the camera to what I'm going to start at, which is going to be placing the Flextrack there and then soldering it. Okay, now when the track goes into here, the thing is, it needs to have rail joiners. So, since this is cut right to here, I'm going to have to cut a couple of these little tabs here to put a rail joiner in. I've been doing this for about 30 years here, so I know this pretty well, you know, pretty well. Okay, now I've added the rail joiners, as you can see here. Mr. Mayo he seems to be like a little bit of a cheap brother, so he uses Code 100 Atlas Flextrack. For Flextrack here, if you're gonna make the turn go this way, you want to make sure that the section that's movable is on the inside. If it's gonna go this way and the piece is on the outside, it's gonna be short, as you can see here. This is probably the simplest part. You're just going to take the Flextrack and bring it in straight. This is a question Mr. Mayo gets asked quite often, he tells me. People want to know, do you solder the track going straight or do you solder it on the curve? You never want to solder track on the curve, because what happens is when it's on the curve, you're going to get points just like this. So it's not going to be smooth with the turn. So what you have to do is you have to solder it straight and then curve the track. So we're going to do that here. So like I said, you grab your trusty good soldering iron. You cannot use a cheap 25 watt. You want it to be hot. The hotter it is, you're going to watch this solder just melt right into the track. So let's take a look at it now. Just like this, touching the iron and the track at the same time, and it's going to go right in. As soon as it gets hot enough, you're going to see it melt right in. So there you go, it's melting right in. Perfect. Hold the soldering iron right there, both of them, get them nice and warm, and then apply the solder. And it's gonna go right in. Oh, that is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now at this time, what you can do is you can turn the track. You see, you can turn the track. And it's the other end that's going to move right there. The inside part of it's gonna be longer. Then you're gonna cut that to the next piece. I told you about the gorgeous hot glue gun. The hot glue gun is absolutely amazing. You can see it's here. I put a little bit of glue down on one section. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and put this to here. Add hot glue to the bottom. And then bam! It's on. Hot glue. And then bam! This section's on. Now to my eyes, Mr. Mayo seemed to have had a lot of issues here. So one step I'm going to take that you do not have to take, and is not often required, is I am going to sand this smoothly. So I'm going to place this to whereabouts it's going to be, where it's going to look the best and curve the best. And it appears as though this is exactly the spot I like. So what you do is you just mark it right around there. And you're going to place the track right over it. See, right over the track, holding it very still. And you're going to mark with your eye right about where it's going to be. That looks good to me. There you go. Absolutely perfect. Do is you're gonna put a rail joiner right on. Oh, right in the kisser. Rail hole right there. And you're gonna push right down with this. Okay, so everything's been nailed in. Now we're gonna do another soldering again. As I told you before, you're gonna put the soldering iron onto the metal between both tracks. Get them nice and warm. You hold them there for a few seconds, and as you see, I'm gonna apply the solder. It's gonna go really nicely into this. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. What a gorgeous solder. Now, I'd like to say, thank you very much, Mr. Mayo, for having me here. Once again, my name is Reverend Trustanaeger, and I wanted to say, I hope that the lessons that I've taught you here today have been very helpful for you, and you too, Mr. Mayo. I see that, my skills are pretty good. Would you agree? Following these steps that I've shown and applying these skills, you can get great looking track and great running track too. Now, if you have any questions, you can forward them to Mr. Mayo. He can answer them. And that should be about it. I'm going to get my little handsome self out of here, and I'm going to call it quits for the day. So thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for watching the video. And you guys, have a great day. Thank you.